What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and today we're going to look at this beautiful piece of work right here. I've already gone through the full customization for this, but we're going to walk through it anyway. Quickly, we'll take you through the menus in a minute. This is the Scania T6 series Longline. This is the EXC Longline that I am running, that I put on here. Let's get this thing started. As you can see, lots of lights. I got the LEDs up top there, the little white LEDs, and then go ahead and put my low beams or my regular lights on. Go ahead and slap on the high beams. You see all the lights get brighter, bigger, a few more lights add on. So this is just one beautiful vehicle. So this is the first look on this one. I'm going to have the link below. We'll get that right through here. The link below for this mod is in my description, along with the other mods that I am currently running on ETS2. As I add more mods, I will have more in my descriptions. So we're looking here at the blinkers that I've put on. So you got the left hand, you got the right hand blinker. All these lights that you see back here were all added through the custom shop. You got all my reverse lights. Even on my air hose connectors, I've got reverse lights, as you can see. And we're just going to pull forward and go ahead and hit the brake, and then we can see all my brake lights. So, and the rest are my trailer or my regular just running lights, as you can see. So pretty awesome. Inside the truck, you see my dice there, but it's pretty standard Scania inside, black with a silver-ish, if you will. Really nice looking. Not much in here. It's nice and quiet in here. In terms of the bed area behind me, cabin, or the whatever, you cannot look back there. They didn't put that in this mod, but that's okay. I can live without that as long as this truck is pretty cool. So let's go ahead inside the custom shop and see what we've got rolling on here. You can see a couple of, see the truck pretty nicely. So some basic colors right here in the paint shop that you can see. And I went with the autumn orange on this one. And then over to the upgrade shop. Now, there's a lot of upgrades that you'll see through here, so we'll just go through it fairly quickly. This took me well over an hour to go through the modding of this particular truck, but it was well worth it. So my suggestion, and now first you can see over here all the different, you got the EXC Highline that I'm running, but you've got 8 different options. You got top line, you got the Highline, you got the long line. You've got multiple chassis setups from the 4x2 all the way to the 8x4x4 that I'm running, which is pretty cool right here. It basically means I've got 2 drive axles on the truck. The first 2 sets are my drive axles, and both sets of wheels actually turn left and right with this, so it makes it easier to maneuver. We start out with a 360 horsepower engine, but we move all the way up to the 730 horsepower engine, which is what I'm going to be using. So I went ahead and threw that on here. The Euro 6 V8 that we put in here. Alright, pretty cool. Lots of options to go with right there. Let's go over here. Just going to put it on the 925R, the retarder transmission. I would like to have seen more transmissions, but we can live without that for now. Yep, inside we've got a few different options. You get your standard UK, exclusives. I'm obviously running just the standard exclusive V8 here. Back to the colors. And then look at all those buttons. Tons and tons of buttons. Lots of buttons. Yay! So this is why I'm talking about tons of customization on this truck. Left side and right side of the truck are actually individual. We start at the top. I don't really care too much for the beacons, so I never put them on. We got light bars, but I'm going with the no roof grill here, as you can see, and I just mounted my lights right to that grill that was up top. Put some horns on there. Went ahead. Those were the LEDs you saw outside running along the bottom right there. We put on some dice, as you saw. Also got the sun visor on the truck. I didn't put the stinky, smelly scent thing in there. I could have, but I didn't. We got the wind effectors. These are individual on both sides. You can put them on and off. You got your mirrors. In the LED board, I didn't even bother to put on. The window edge here, you can leave it with the paint color, or you can plastic, however you want to set it up. You'll see there's lots of different things. We got your lighting, side lights, steps. Down below, we've got exhaust is what they're calling as an accessory, but I went ahead and I put more lights down there. You'll see why in a minute. You also have your side skirts you can put on. So lots of stuff in here. Again, I'm going to have, as I keep going through it, I have the link in the description for this mod. I have a few other mods. If you haven't checked them out that I've gone ahead and I've done first reviews for, feel free to take a look at them. They're right on my channel under the Euro Truck Simulator playlist. I have lots more planned as soon as I get to them. We've got some awesome headlighting setups here. You can actually change the headlights on this one, which is pretty cool. You've got bumper, or you can replace with the lower grille. The lower grille will replace the bumper. So I'm with the lower grille so I can get those extra lights in there that I put on. You know, you got your driver's plates and whatnot. And then towards the back, this gets interesting. Back here, we get some pretty cool stuff going on. So we've got back here, we've got our brake light set up, our bumper. You have a few options. You can even go into chrome versus the paint option. I've got obviously set the back bumper set as paint, but you can go ahead and put chrome just like that if you wanted to, but I liked it with paint. And you see all the options for adding all the lights. Back here, we've got our high pipes, so I went ahead and put a set of high pipes on. Then we've got our air connector setup. You can go with the chrome as I did, or you can go with the full paint job just like that. So I went with the chrome to offset it just a bit. You can't see this too easily, but there's 6 more buttons right here. Okay, and these are going to work with our accessories for our fenders over the wheels. And as you can see, that covers the first set right there. The same thing with the plate. This will cover the main truck plating. You can change the plating. And then you've also got the secondary skirt plating here that for the right between the 2 tires, as you can see. So we've got all that on here. So there's lots in here. Same thing here, here, and here. Okay, we've got our back LEDs, so you got a couple different options of those, and then you can go ahead and put all the LEDs in there. That'll take you a few minutes. And of course you got more lighting up here. I did the bottom 2 light setups that you saw on the truck. I didn't touch that top line, but that's okay. And this is what we're talking about, all this time that's spent in this truck, and it's beautiful. And we're going to take it for a test drive here in just a minute. And you got the right hand side, which operates individually, so you have to individually put these on from the left hand side, which is cool. So if you want different things on this side, you can put different things on this side. That's about it. So let's come out of the shop and let's get this thing set up for a test run. Stay with me here, and we'll get it started. All right, so we're back here, and we are going to go and grab our pickup here, our load, if you will. It's a set of trailers, flatbed trailers that we're just going to take. I'm going to take this thing for a nice spin and test drive for the first time, give you some idea what it's like. Now, with the way this is set up with the 8x4 Ford chassis, this should be a really nice, smooth ride. Alright, let's hook up. There we go. I got the wind deflectors on the windows there, you can see. I'm just going to check here. I can't even say where the destination is. Szczecin. I'm sorry if I just screwed that up. But anyway, so we're staying within Germany, basically, where I'm at right now. So let's roll. Alright, and we'll try a couple different camera angles here just for the heck of it while we're driving along as I mess around with things. Alright, and let me grab a... Pretty cool. Let me grab a screenshot here, the thumbnail image, if you will, for this video. Get a good angle. There we go. I have to take 2 because my hotkey, the way it's set up, with fraps. Okay, there we go. Alright, moving forward. So it's really nice and quiet inside the cabin. And with this one, I think I could get away with that. Not really too concerned with the major truck noise, like with the American trucks that I've run there, the Kenworth and the Peterbilt. So I'm okay with that. And we'll just go ahead and get a rolling here. Alright, so this one's, like I said, this should be a fairly smooth ride, just just based on the style of the truck. Easy maneuverability. So far I've had very easy maneuverability. Like I said, you've got basically 4 wheels that are drive wheels. 2-axle drive wheel, give or take, if you want to put it that way. Let's get back to a view that I can actually see something there for a second. I'll mess around with one of the other views here. Just to give you some ideas of some of the other views that are going on in the game, if you haven't ever messed around with the different views. Alright. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that again. Let's stay inside because we're taking a turn. Now, inconsistent with some of the other Scanias that I have driven, that I've very easily rolled because they're front heavy, this one should be very evenly balanced out based off of the setup again. So far, it's nice and quiet, nice and smooth, nice and easy to ride. It's not overly too big that you can't control the truck. It's got a nice enough how do we put this? Nice power to it, so you got enough speed going with it. It's not as fast as, you know, some of the fastest ones out there, but we'll get up there in the speeds. And we got the power to do so with that that nice 730 horsepower engine. Alright, I think I'm going to pass this guy. Yeah, that's right, I'm going to pass you, buddy. Just like so. And I guess we're going to go and pass this guy as well. Put the blinker on this time. You can use all the gauges below there on the dashboard because everything works, including the GPS, which is pretty cool. So if you don't want to have the other one on, you can look at that. Though I end up putting the other one on all the time anyway because I like to see some of the other information that's going on, including watching my drivers check in and bring me more money. I've got about I don't know, 20 drivers now, maybe a little bit more. They're all rolling in the money for me, which is quite nice. So put that back up there. As I said, it's not the fastest. Now we're going up a hill here, and I wasn't pushing on the gas before we started that run up the hill, so it wasn't real fast. But we'll start to gain some momentum here in a minute. Very nice. I'm just jiggling with the steering wheel a little bit here, see if it gets out of control at all, and just kind of stays right there on the road. A couple angles here. There's my fuzzy dice right above it. Kind of hard to use this angle because there is a front end of the truck, so yeah, you'd hit something before you even knew it was there. We're just not even going to slow down this time. Now my Scania R700 goes faster than this one, but I've also been known to flip that one a few times. Like I said, because it's not as evenly weighted out where this one is, and I can keep myself on the pedal here and not worry about it rolling. And there we go, we're starting to bring in some money. It's about time Susan started bringing in some money. Oh, I'm not slowing down, I'm going for it. Here we go. Now the load we picked up was a needs to be there immediately type of run there. What do we call that? Anyway, we're pressed for time here, so we're rolling fast. See if I can go around this guy here. the AI. They just don't drive fast enough for me. And see the way it's set up with the, even though you don't get to see the back of the trailer here, or inside, you can tell the way they've got the half pipes that are set up in the back there. You can barely hear them because they're actually far enough away from you. Of course, when you're backing up, you can hear them. I guess some brakes. Gotta slow it down a bit here. Coming up on this guy, and I can't go around. But I find when you have the long line or the non-dotted line, that this is the time where you tend to see the AI. But the moment you get these dotted lines on the road, on these 2-lane roads like this, you don't see a lot of AI, if any at all. Now here we're coming up to a turn, so we're going to see them. But again, we're going to have, when we have the straight line, the double lines or the straight lines where you're not supposed to cross. I don't know if it's a game mechanic the way they set it up, but you won't 9 times out of 10 see a car coming when you have the double lines versus the single line that you can't cross. So when you can cross, you can generally take over someone because there won't be oncoming traffic at you. But don't 100% hold me to that. It may just be because of where I'm at right now. It does have the power, as you can see. Doesn't necessarily get up to speed super fast as opposed to some of the other trucks, and I would like to have seen a better transmission, but I can live with it because once it does get up to speed, it's I think it's like 132, 134 kilometers on this one. I've gotten it up to now. Customer expects delivery soon. Yeah. On time, I got it. Yes, I know. I'll be there in a minute. Jeez. 10 kilometers out. Gosh. I have no fear. I'm not stopping. I'm just rolling. And we're going to come up on traffic, so that's going to slow me down. Not even going to bother to say that name there, but it's been discovered. Sorry, I'm not good with some towns, if you will, that are in here. Play the horn. Make them mad. Oh, we got a circle. No, don't stop. No. Keep going. Thank you. Don't ask. I was just playing with the horn. That's all there is. It's got good braking. And hopefully you can tell it was a nice, smooth ride here. And let's just go ahead and get in here and get this thing backed up. And at least try for the first time, right? See if I fail or not. Alright. Transinet. So, let's do this here. So pull forward. We go in the way I normally do. So we'll get around this fence here just barely, but we'll get the load through. Alright, and then we'll pull all the way around. This is just how I like to do it. That way I can use my left-hand mirror, or my left side, and can easily back up. And then we'll pull around again. There's our spot that we got to go to. Oh, look, there's another set of flatbed trailers sitting there. So we'll take this easy. We'll just pull it all the way forward, and then we'll back it right in. It shouldn't be too bad. Again, I have the link below in my description for this mod and for all the other mods that I use on ETS2 right now. As I add more, I will have more in the description. And hopefully you did enjoy this. Please do hit that like button for me if you did. If you have any comments or anything, please feel free to leave them below. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy this and the other content on my channel, please do hit that subscribe button for me. It's greatly appreciated. And let's see if we've got this thing. I definitely enjoy this, and this truck will stay in my list of trucks that I run often in my profile. I can do it. I can do it. Let's just turn the trailer the other way now, just a little bit, and we'll get this. Again, thanks for watching. There we go. We'll see you soon.